here. This is backcountry. All right, humor aside. Seriously, thank every last one of you for still showing up when things are this thrown together. It is always a volunteer effort, and I do mean volunteer. Like, I do very little for this event, and everyone comes up and says, hey, I'm Deviant, by the way, sorry, how you doing? Yeah, everyone comes up and thanks me for it when all I've ever done is continue a tradition that other people have started long before I came to DEFCON, and it wouldn't be continuing if it weren't for everyone you see in an orange and a yellow vest and many others who bring really awesome things and bring good attitude. And hopefully every one of you is here for the same reason. The whole idea of the DEFCON Shoot is to have fun and be safe with a bunch of people you normally wouldn't get to hang out with like this. So, who's been here before? Who has never been to a DEFCON Shoot before? Pretty good mix. All right. So some of you are going to get, some things you've heard before. Some of you will be learning this all for the first time. This is really loud. Way back in like super single-digit DEFCON days, CHS and some of the other goons would just take people out and shoot for fun. And then the firing line got a little too big to manage. Other people got busy, and the shoot kind of petered out. So I and some other people restarted it way back around DEFCON 10 or 11 now. And what are we at, DEFCON 26? Yeah. Jesus. It's still going on. As I said, the idea is I don't really believe in like safe queens in terms of your rifles. I think every rifle deserves to come out, get fed, accelerate lead. So this is the place where some people just bring their plinkers, some people bring their daily drivers, and other people bring really exotic stuff. If you've never been here before, all the way on the right lane on the end is Joe. So Weenie brings out all of these amazing NFA gear toys. And if you've never seen, like, down on the strip, like, oh, shoot a real machine gun. And you too could pay, like, what, $2 for every round of 5.56, plus a fee, plus a bullshit. All we ask here is that you listen to what you're told and pay for his ammo. And you have an opportunity to shoot better things than most people ever have on offer in a store for way less. And everybody else who brings their own things, they say, hey, if you've never tried this, get a chance on it. It's the most generous time I've ever seen. And everyone is really kind. And it's always been that way long back before I was around. And that's what I hope it always remains. So again, just please, everyone who's offering anything, especially their time or their steel, please thank them. Do not thank me, because I'm not the one making this what it is. As I said, though, I am deviant. I believe very strongly that the best way to turn a non-gun person into a gun person is to take him shooting. That's why there's a big focus here on people who are from out of town, out of state, maybe even from other countries. Does anyone come from a place maybe a little less free than Nevada? You are among friends and peers now.
A lot of California.
Yeah, that's why I said less free. Even a lot of California. You can get an unfree badge if you're Californian, if I care. But yeah, for anybody has anyone just never shot at all? That's fine. So who's our intro newbie area guy? Yes. So waving his hand back there, we're gonna do kind of a newbie meetup, and it's a really nice intro to shooting. And definitely, you're just gonna rally up right on you after we're done here in a minute or two. But all day long, if you have any questions, if you have anything, you say, oh, I'm curious, what is that? Please just go up to someone and ask. Everyone is really willing to share knowledge as well as guns. Especially for the newbies, but just for everyone in general, the rules of firearm safety. We're going to start with them, and we're going to close with them. Everyone should always remember, a firearm is always what? Loaded. You always treat a firearm as though it is loaded. You always point a firearm where? In a safe direction, which is down or downrange. Up is not a safe direction. You're always aware of what?
Your target and what is behind it.
Yes, your target and what is beyond it. Here, we like to come out to the mountain because, if you fuck up a mountain, I'll be impressed. I mean, some of the belt-fed gears, the pig might do it. But yeah. Yes, you're aware of your target and what is beyond it. The fourth rule, you keep your finger where? Off the trigger until you've acquired a sight picture and you're ready to shoot. There is a fifth rule of firearm safety, actually. And as people have seen, we got a little more political this year. And I'm not going to talk too much, but I am going to say, in addition to the four you're always taught, if you fucked up as a parent and you accidentally raised a misogynistic shitbag son who, can't take rejection or some crap, Lock your fucking guns up, so when he does something dumb, it doesn't affect all our rights. Can we maybe just don't raise piece of shit kids? How about that? Yay, good. That's the 5th rule from now on. Thank you. Speaking of safety, orange vests. Orange vests are the range safety officers. They're gonna keep an eye on you, make sure you're not muzzle sweeping anybody, make sure you're not doing anything unsafe. If they ask you to do something politely, please do it. If they have to ask you firmly, they may be asking, okay, please put that down and leave. Because you maybe get one warning for something a little bit, hey, please keep it up on the... Most we ever have to ask is, please get up on the line. We got a big enough line, just keep your muzzle over the line. That's the only thing we really wind up correcting people on. We've never really had a negligent discharge. We've never had a major injury, other than some scope bite. The RSOs are here to oversee. They're not here just to fix little problems. If you have a question like, where's lane 6? Because I can't read signs. Like, find somebody in yellow. The orange vests are really just here for safety issues mainly. If you see something unsafe, please tell an RSO. If you have a problem, if something malfunctions, a failure to fire, a failure to extract, just tell an RSO. If anything goes wrong with a firearm, as long as you keep it, point it down range, just lay it down, we can correct it. We've cleared all kind of weird malfunctions before. No one's gotten hurt. Lane assignments, as I mentioned, there are numbers. They're tiny, but there's numbers on those signs. People who had pre-registered for lanes, that is their lane to determine how they want it used. Some people just have a party of friends. They say, all right, this is our lane. Nice to meet you, but we're shooting here. Most people, and you're not under obligation, most people like to say, hey, this is our lane because I want to share. Come by. Especially if you have something I haven't shot. Come by. People usually communicate this by writing on the whiteboards, you know, open to everyone, open to foreigners, learn to shoot here, please pay for my ammo. That's a big one. If someone's letting you shoot, please do pay for their ammo. Yeah, all the RSOs, though, they are just to make sure the safe, boom, boom, pew, pew. If they ask you to do something, please do it. Are we pretty clear on what the firing line is? It's the giant line of canopies that way. Your muzzle is out past the front table. Whenever you're shooting, whenever the gun is down, just keep muzzles out there, the rest of you behind the line. When the lane is hot or cold, when the whole range is hot or cold, I realize it's hot out, but hot or cold is whether what? Whether things are going blam. Right. When the range is hot, you've got red flags that the RSOs have put up. That means stay behind the line. We are shooting now. Even if you don't hear muzzle reports, the range is still hot. The RSOs will declare the range cold periodically during routine ceasefires. They'll walk the line, make sure all the weapons are clear and open. We have little chamber flags. Just make sure everything is clear and down. They will change the flags to green, let everyone proceed downrange. They will tell you when the range is going hot again, but who can call a ceasefire? Anyone can call a ceasefire if you see something grossly unsafe. If you hear ceasefire, just human microphone that. You repeat it, people near you repeat it. Even if it was nothing. Literally, like, oh, I saw a jackrabbit. Oh, wait, it was a piece of trash. That's fine. We'll ceasefire for 30 seconds. We clarify it. We go hot again. No one's going to get mad at you for calling a ceasefire accidentally. Signs, dry erase, yeah. Amenities. We have a lot of amenities on this table. Yes, they're all free. I don't like charging for anything. Many of you are very kind in that you kick in for the lanes or the spaces here to cover this rental. But everything I can ever do, I can just try to turn it into amenities. So eyes, ears, water, please watch out for heat stress and heat stroke. Anything you need, sunscreen. Oh God, pale hackers, yes, sunscreen. There are two other kinds of amenities that do involve some money. They are the two large tables back from the line. They are the shirts. Thank you, Modafinil and family. Woo, woo. And they are the special badges. So you have your shoot badges, which you are welcome to keep. If you want to keep a more special badge, there's the boom badge. Last year it was actually a little cannon. Are there any left, I think? There might be some leftovers. Yeah, cool. And this year the boom badge, who's seen the online the banana mag? So they are actually the 20-round mag pulls that are dyed They have a banana sticker. They're very fucking cool, I gotta say. They have a crypto puzzle on the lanyard. You can compete to win a beautiful 80% lower that was made. If you didn't see the photos, it's over there. There's some books. The targets that you see around, targets are all free to use. Whatever I can bring out, I bring out. Zorlak always brings the bleeding zombie targets. Thank you, Zorlak, wherever you... There he is.
He's just trying to get into the carpool lane.
Yeah, carpool lane special. We've talked about most of the safety things, right? Don't sweep people with your muzzles. Muzzles down. There will be regular ceasefires. When there is a ceasefire, try to step lively when you're downrange because we want to reset and get moving. But during a ceasefire, please, no handling of firearms of any kind. And this is not because I think any of you are dumb. What I mean is if someone is downrange 50, 100 yards, and they look, and they see a person like doing this on a table, and their AR is here, I don't know if that AR has its pins popped, or if it's apart, or if they're racking in action. They can't tell that. I can't tell that. So hands off, please, any guns during a ceasefire. Loading mags is fine. I don't give a shit. But load your mags on your back table, just so you're not near the steel. Yeah, do you touch a firearm? No. Loading mags is fine. Yeah, the free chamber flags, they're in one of the bins. Please use them. It's easier for the RSOs to walk the line really fast, verify everything is cleared and made safe. Packing in and out. Plan ahead. If you're gonna leave during a ceasefire, that means, oh wow, I have to handle my firearms. Two ways to do that. One, maybe just plan ahead during the hot session, oh man, I gotta get out of here, pack them up. Or if you really, really oh my god, my ride's gonna leave without me, just call an RSO. I mean, if an RSO is standing right over you, watching you, I understand you're being safe. People downrange can grok that. We talked about malfunctions. Again, no one, as far as I know, has ever died from a malfunction if the firearm was laid down in a safe direction. Maybe on a 40 mic or something, but nobody here has, we've never had an injury here beyond scope bite on an eye. Which, by the way, if someone is borrowing one of your rifles and it's high power and they've never shot it before, and you got a nice optic on there, make sure they've got a good shoulder and cheek weld, make sure they know what they're doing so they're not going to get snapped back by that scope. That's your fault, not their fault, frankly, in my opinion. That's mostly it here. We've got the yellow vests, we've got the orange vests, photo and video. Who saw these signs about the photo and video policy when you checked in? If you didn't, some of you will see people with red X's from this little red spike tape we have. A red X means that person would not like to be on film. That doesn't mean that you have to be super, oh my god, how do I get, is this person's shoe on camera? Try to be polite though. I don't know, maybe someone really has the most unique shoes in the world and they don't want their boss to know they were here. Just go through your photos at the end of the event. If you notice the red X's, try to blank them out. Post your photos if you want, by the way, to hashtag DEFCON Shoot, because I'm running around like crazy and I never get to see photos of the event. So I'd really like to see stuff that I missed while I was here. We talked about the newbie area. We talked about how a welcome lane doesn't mean shoot for free. It means we are welcoming you to a lane to shoot for whatever the person is charging for their ammo. We talked about shirts. We talked about badges. There's even a little dueling tree game that got set up again this year. I didn't know that came back. Thank you for bringing that. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the contest is. I don't know what the prizes are. Ask the person running it at their lane. Lastly, when we are done. What? Free entry next year if you win the dueling tree game. So CS is running that. And what lane are you in? It's 5, I think. Yeah, it's where the tree is. Yeah, it's the only dueling tree out there. The last thing I will ask, we try really hard to not crap on this land. If you see, it's an area that does get kind of shit on by people shooting dumb stuff. Every year that we come here and we're setting up, locals drive in and they're like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, it's you guys. Yeah, that's so cool of you to be back. You're always really good about cleaning up. Thank you. And I want to make sure they keep saying that to us. So please, if you're leaving, if there's any possible way that you can chop down one of the black trash bags, stow it in a trunk, throw it. What's the Shell station that says you can use the dumpster? Who is that?
Chevron.
The Chevron station right at the edge of town?
Yeah.
So yeah, they are very kind in letting us use their dumpsters, maybe get some gas there, get a drink there. They're very nice.
The hotels have nice big ones in the parking garage.
Yeah, the hotels apparently have nice big ones in the parking garage, but I'm even going to take a little bit of extra. I think we're going to be okay on budget this year. So I called a dump haulage firm, and I'm going to have them come up and police up some of these appliances and mattresses and other bullshit like that, because I want us to be known for that every year, not just here, but wherever we go. So yeah, one more time before we set you loose. 4 rules of firearm safety. A firearm is always what?
Loaded.
The same joke I make every year. Who remembers my joke? If you say, anybody who's like, doing something dumb, and they're like, but it's not loaded, and when they get called out, that's basically the gun equivalent of, I'm not racist, but. Nothing else you're about to say is acceptable. Shut the fuck up and stop being who you are. It's not loaded is dog shit. Every firearm is always loaded. Every firearm is always pointed where? Safe direction, down or downrange. You're always aware of what? Your target and what is beyond it. And you keep your what? Finger off the boomstick. Keep your booger hoop off the bang stick, right? Keep your finger off the trigger until you've acquired a picture of your sights and you're ready to shoot.
And don't raise douchebags.
Yes, don't raise fucking douchebag, misogynistic asshole kids. Maybe we can all work on that one later in the next generation.
Correct.
You gonna have a good time?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna get everybody started soon. Top of the hour, I think we click this one off, right? Yeah, go to your lanes, have fun, and thank you, and thank the volunteers for being here. Thank you.